guys, welcome back to New World Empire channel. Today we just want to show you a simple professional ways to light up your YouTube videos, your interviews and your music videos. All right, stay tuned and learn a lot today. All right
guys, this is great time here right now. I'm so glad sharing thoughts with you on media tips that will help you make your videos better. Okay, so over time I have studied media, trying to get my videos better and better and better. Every time I try to see how I can improve my videos. At a point I got cameras, you know, I got equipment, I got a lot of things, but in everything I got, one of the things that was very key in making my videos very professional and very great, that have put me on top of my game, is lighting. In this part of the world, a lot of people pride themselves on big cameras, black magic cameras, $10,000 cameras, and then they don't know anything about lighting. And lighting is one of those things that presently now my videos have used to, you know, my videos are coming on top of the range because of my lighting. I took so much time studying lighting because, one, lighting is cheap, and it is very, very key. Yeah. It's cheap, it's not expensive, yet it is the most important. In fact, it's more important than your camera.
Yes, sir.
There are basic cameras, professional cameras that you will get that a good lighting will make it best.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a video on a very big camera versus a very small camera, but the lighting will be different. You will discover that the one with a cheap camera and a good camera and a good lighting is going to be best in picture and in quality. Alright, so that's why I want to take our time to share with you this profound topic on how to light up your videos. Yeah. Generally, any kind of videos that you want to light up. Now, lighting is cheap. You have natural lights, you have artificial lights, the one that you can set up yourself. In a studio like this, you know, in a studio setting, I love to be in charge of lights. I want to be in charge of my light. So first of all, everywhere is blocked. There is total darkness. If I'm to off all the light now, you will see total darkness. Everywhere is dark. I don't have any light source from anywhere in this studio setup. Now, therefore, I'm in charge of my light. Every other light you see here will be artificial. I will have to set up my light myself. And that is where, look at, bring VIBRATO back. If you look at VIBRATO, just look straight to the camera.
Okay.
If you look at VIBRATO, you will see that I have set up lights on her myself. I'm going to teach you the principle of professional cinematic lighting, which we call 3-point lighting, and I love it. It just gives you that 3-dimensional lighting on your subject. Now, VIBRATO, our subject today, VIBRATO. First thing first, I need a key light. I will need a key light, and this is my key light. Key light over there. That is the light on this side of her face. That's the key light. It's the brightest of all my lights in this place. So that is the key light. Alright, so that is the light. That is Godox SL60. And then I have on it these shapers. These shapers are the one. I don't want light to fall into my background. Too much of light in my background, because I want to light my backgrounds in a different way. So I have these shapers, and then I now have these guys that are going to help me shape my light on VIBRATO. Back on VIBRATO now. Alright, so that is the key light over here. Now, the next thing I need is that I need a fill light. I need a fill light. This is my fill light over here. That is my fill light in this point. This light is such that it's an LED panel So I'm able to also shape it because I like low key lightning. I usually don't like high key lightning. I don't want my light flashing everywhere. So this light you can dim it. It's dimmable. You can increase it. It's a professional light. So it's helped me to get the brightness I want on VERSAX. I want to set this light in such a way that it's not as bright as this. So this is my field light on this side of her face. So it's usually very dim. If I need to dim it more, I dim it more so that I'll have a little bit of shadows. Another thing I can do to get a field light is to use this reflector to bounce back my key light on her. So if I don't have this light, I use this because the key light still falls on it and then bounce back on VERSAX. I still have my field light on VERSAX. Okay, the next light in the 3-point lightning is our backlight. Yes, that is my backlight. I set it on blue. That one can be changed. That is the blue light falling on this side of VERSAX. Very beautiful, right? I usually don't like lightening the face with colored lights. I like white light on the face, and then the backlight is usually my colored light. A lot of churches try to set up lights and they just set this rail in front of the stage, and they just set up lights and they just on it on top of everybody's face. Wow. They will just cover everywhere with everybody is now blue, red, green, all manner of colors, just like that. That's not how to light up a concert light. I'm still coming to show you how I light on this side of my stage where we do our live stream. You have the picture showing right now. You will notice that the light is coming from the back. All color lights are coming from the back. So I'm going to show you that. As you can watch right now on the screen, you will see that the lights are coming from the back whenever we are doing our live stream or our service. So, but to light up your videos, you just need one color light, and then you just use it to light yourself from the back. Not directly back, but side. So as you can see here now, you now have this all over there. Alright, so that is lightning. Then another type of, this is the 3 main lightning. I mean your key light, your field light, and your backlight. That is the 3-point lightning. Now always know this. It took me time before I got it right. Your key light is usually opposite your backlight. So if I have my key light on this side of VERSAX, it means as you have my backlight on this side of VERSAX, and then as you have my field light, which is this one, on this side of VERSAX. So key light, backlight opposite, and then field light on this side. So key light, backlight, and then field light. Is that okay? So that's how the dimmest of all the light is your field light. The brightest of all can be your kicker light. They also call backlight kicker lights. And then you have your key light, which are the brightest of your lightning setup. Okay, another thing I want you to know is this. Always shoot your cameras, position your cameras on the direction you positioned your field light. So bring VERSAX. So you see that my camera is angled more. Look at this camera. Bring this front camera. This guy is more towards the key light. That's because we are now facing it as if it's our front light. But more of, if I want VERSAX to talk now, VERSAX will not be using this camera. VERSAX will now be using this other camera, because this is the camera that is shooting from her field light, the dark part. If you watch movies, they shoot from this dark side of the reason you shoot from this side is because the key light is going to be bouncing more on your background than your field light. I'm going to have more dark side on this side because the fill light is not as bright as the key light. But on this side of the key light, it's going to be falling more into my background. That brightens up my background over there. So therefore, you're going to have more dark side on this fill light of your camera than on this key light of your camera. Okay, so that settles that. All right, so the key light and the backlight are opposite each other. Why? Because if you put this light, let me have this. If you put this on this side, you notice that the key light is going to kill your backlight, whether it's colored or not. So you're going to have more bright light on this side. So since you have the fill light side is not as bright as much, the backlight or the kicker light or the hair light should be more on the side of the fill light. So that is the way we have gone about this lighting, and I'm glad I learned it. It's what makes your video professional. These things I've just shared with you makes your videos professional, music videos or whatever. Now, having gotten this, you can now diversify into other types of lighting. You now have your backlight, your background light. If you check, I have a light here that I placed here to light up my background. Look at it. It's one lighting up this string art. So it could be changing colors that you will use depending on what you have. You can be creative about it, decide on what. So bring Versailles back. You will see that without it, let me put it off, you will see what will happen without it. The effect of that light in that background, look at it. There is no light, backlight is on, backlight is off. Background light is off, background light is on. So it just spice up. So that's all about our background light. So we have introduced the fourth light. Now, another light that we can introduce is called the practical light. Practical light. Let me show you an example of a practical light. Sometimes in music videos, you have some light showing in your footage, in your shots. Those are called practical lights. So if I have this kind of setup now, I now know that this is my key light, this is my backlight, which is also my practical light. Practical lights are the lights that are showing in your set, in your footage, in your shot. They are inside your frame. You can always have practical lights. I have introduced more practical lights. These are practical lights. Practical lights. All these are practical lights. If I begin to show them on my set, and then it's part of my subject, these are practical lights. It could be your lamp, it could be a lamp showing by the bedside, it could be a strip light like this showing. It could even be a strip light. That's a strip light all over the studio. If it's now showing on your set, it becomes, look at that. That's a strip light. You have more of the picture showing now. My former classes where you have practical lights, I will be beaming them as I go. So that is practical light. Number one, so therefore now if I have this set now, I have a background light behind my background, something lightening up this place. That's my background light, lightening up the background. I have my key light, lightening up her face on this side. This is the fill light, lighting up this side to make it a bit darker. This is my backlight, which is also my practical light. Bring her now. Look at that. That's the blue light. And then the practical light. That is the practical. Any light showing on your video is called the practical light. Before I go, let me quickly show you that I have some extra lights that is lightening us now that I term also as my key light. There's a light here. That's the light up there is another key light that I have. That's because we are two of us, we are two, so I need another light to light me while this other key light is lighting VeraSax. So we have two key lights because we are two people here. So alright, so that's the key light for me, the key light for VeraSax on that side. You see now the light is on me also. Now put it off. Can you see what happened? The key light, VeraSax is still well lighted, but I am dark. So that's why I put up another light, put it on, and then I'm on light too. So that is, can you see how beautiful that is? Alright, so that's what I learned over the years of just as a YouTuber and as a music video shooter, videographer. Alright guys, I think another type of lightning that you are going to have, I'm going to teach it another day. That is the one that is called the high key lightning. This what I just taught you today is called the low key lightning. You want the shadows. I love shadows. I love high shadows. I want some side lighted, some not well light. This is the cinematic lightning. Another type of lightning you have is your high key lightning. That one I want to use a lot of filters. That is the one I'll start using these lights, these box lights. I'm going to start using these lights, all these lights. I want to have this light that spills everywhere. Guys, if you watch Heaven's Worship, you realize that we use high key lightning because we don't want shadows at all. So this was the light we use, all these box lights with your diffuser materials on it. I have this light, two of them, lightning, some use it to light your background. That lights, I don't need colored lights. Then I have this light. This is off. And I have that's where an umbrella comes in, or a dome without it. See how harsh it is. We're going to have a lot of shadows falling on her neck, but with it, you see, I'm going to softening the shadows as much as possible. So anywhere I have shadows, I'll continue to remove it with more fill light. So I don't want to have a three-dimensional light now. I want to just have lights everywhere. And now I use a lot of lights. There's this fluorescent lights that I have here. These are fluorescent lights that I have. I on all of them, tube lights, white lights everywhere, just put them and then I just on it. That's what I use to light up.
Fine now.
I now have these lights that I put on, very big lights. Look at that.
Now see it.
Look at that light. Very powerful light, two of them. Look at them, two big lights. I just have to go and buy it right there. If I put it on, it's off now. Look at that light. Very big light. I just put it on. I want light everywhere. Especially at that point, I will no longer need a black background. I will no longer need a black background. I will now need a white background. So I need to light up everywhere. Should be well lighted. Okay, so those are the lights I use. Even this light that was initially my background light. I now put it on. You see now, VeraSax, no more shadows. Everywhere is harsh now. But I now have to put filters on all the lights. Filters like this cloth, like this kind of umbrellas. I have to filter all my lights so that there will be no shadow. So at the end of the day, if you check it, you don't have shadows. This is another kind of lighting which I use for some of our music videos, like Heaven's Worship, some of our tutorial Tuesday classes, which you see on your screen already. Alright guys, I think I'm done for this class. Imagine a video where you have us lighted like this. Can you see that? Now, Michelle, let us do something now.
It's not cinematic at all.
Now, go and we're going to be putting off lights. So if you have a video like this, it's not too professional. Imagine you have the sax like this. So first thing first, I want to be able to start working on this lighting. It's too flat. So I'll start by, okay, the next thing I want to turn off lights. Let me turn off the big light. Just leave it like that.
Our colored backlight.
Don't worry. Look at this. This guy is off. Wow! Look at that. This guy is off. I don't need it. So when I go to shoot videos, you see me start turning off lights. So that light is off. The next light I don't need these box lights. I don't need all these guys. I don't need this guy. All these guys, they are true. I'm going to turn them off. So let's go. Off they go. So it's off now. You see Versace coming back. Turn off this 1, 2.
It's still on.
Let's turn it off. Wow. So I'm left with
backlight.
My then this guy that is here, I don't need it. I turn it away and turn it into my background light. Wow. So what do we have now? Versace is back. So another thing I don't need is this guy. Since I'm not there, I'll just turn off this guy now. So that is Versace. That is the setup we're going to do. My camera settings. Make sure you don't go above 200, 400 at most. Your ISO shutter speed is 1/50. And then my aperture is the lowest, 1.8 for this lens. So this is a 50mm lens, f1.8. And then my, if I begin to reduce, that's my ISO. I can go as 100 would be good, but I don't want it too dark. So I now go 200. I go 200. By the time I'm going 400, man, it's becoming too bright. By the time I'm going 800, I begin to have some grains on my video and then it will be too bright. So instead of increasing the ISO too much, it's better I begin to add lights. So that I'm going to teach that in another class. Alright, Versace, what do you have to say? We are done.
Alright guys, I hope you've learned a lot today. Today is so in fact, I never knew this. Me too, I'm learning how to set up lightning right now. And I'm sure you're learning too. It will help you as a YouTuber, anything at all. It's helpful. Alright guys, subscribe to this channel. If you like this video, please share to friends. Share to everyone around you. Share to those you know that they really need it. Yes. Subscribe. Invite people to this channel. And thank you for my old subscribers. We are families now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And see you next week. Bye.